Hello and welcome to my treehouse. My name is Amethyst Star Willow, and yes, this is a journey to wholeness, a special Valentine's reading. And my videos are a little bit different, I think, in that a lot of the journey here is about wholeness, reaching wholeness, and so, yeah, with that said, we have several cards here on the table. I will have the timestamps in the description. I'm going to say a few little things first, but before I do, I just want you to take a moment to like reflect on the deck that you want to use, or rather the cards that you want. You have an aqua aura crystal here. That's an aqua aura crystal. I don't know if you could see it. This is new. I'm not used to doing the camera like this, so give me, yeah. Okay, so your aqua aura crystal there. You have a Jasper mushroom here. Okay, so sorry about that because I have a new contraption, I guess you could call it. I don't know, whatever you call it, phone holder, and so it's a little different. And then for pile three, you have a Lapis Lazuli heart. So pile one, you have the aqua aura, the blue aqua aura crystal. Pile two, you have a Jasper mushroom, and pile three, you have the Lapis Lazuli heart. And so, yeah, so just a little bit else about this reading. If you've joined us and you hear my dog, he's old and he's a sweetie pie, but you might hear him walking around. And then I have a kitty cat upstairs. He's 4 years old, so it's not like he's a brand new kitty. He is a rescued kitty. That I rescued that was such a cute little fur ball that I found. And of course, being the Cancerian that I am, I just had to mother it and bring it home, especially after it was wounded. That was it. My heart melted and, went into mommy mode, took him to the vet, had everything done. And he's been an indoor kitty ever since. He has upstairs. And so you may hear he's a little rambunctious. So you may hear him, flopping around. It's one of the reasons I don't do the readings upstairs with him because he would just jump all over the cards. It's all about him, the attention. So, anyway, with that said, let's go into our oracle and cards. Let's go into our ¿Cómo se llama? I'm sorry. I'm a little unfocused today. My goodness. But anyway, let's go into the piles that you've picked. Again, pile one, Angel Aura. Pile two, the Jasper Mushroom. And pile three, you have the Lapis Lazuli Heart. I am going to put these on the side and so that we can discuss what we have here as always. And I don't know if you like this better, if it's better. I actually prefer filming so that, I have more room because this only gives me a small area to contend with. Being the messy artist that I am, I just like to have room to spread out. But whatever, we will try this. So, okay, so now let's get beginning here. So for those of you, let me see if this is in, yeah, that's the center right there. All right, so for those of you that chose the Aqua Aura Crystal, this is your reading. I hope you can see this beautiful crystal that was gifted to me for Christmas. And it's a beautiful crystal. It's a pretty little thing. And I am going to read from, I don't know if you can see this, The Crystal Connections by Adam Barrelette. I love him. Actually, my significant other got me this book. I think it was our 6th-year anniversary. And I couldn't believe that he went and he got me this book. I love Adam Barrelette. We share a lot of similar interests. So if I'm like into crystals and tarot, he'll kind of come and he'll watch things on crystals or tarot or whatever, UFOs, things. We're into a lot of things. We're all creative here at the Treehouse. We're both musicians and I'm an artist and he dabbles a little bit. We're both writers. So, yeah, it's a really good thing. It's a really good mix. But anyway, getting back to you, group one. Let's see, we're going to look and the reason I chose this book is that I have several books, but this was the only one that actually spoke about the Aqua Aura crystal. So let me see, I thought I had this marked. So where did I mark it? Give me a, oh, there it is. Okay. So I don't know that we'll read the whole thing. I hope you can see the beautiful aqua aura crystals here. But I'm going to read some of it. And it says, aqua aura crystal. Throat chakra, healing, communication, creating opportunities, telepathy. Aqua aura crystal is created via an alchemical process whereby clear quartz is fused with a layer of gold. The result of this process is a crystal with a distinctive electric peacock blue color. Aqua aura is a powerful tool in clearing communication barriers and allowing healing to occur. It guides its guardian to speak with optimism and authority. Healing communications. And there's a lot here. So I'm going to, let's see what we want. For some reason, I was turning to this page and it talks about telepathy. So who knows? Group A, group one, you may be very telepathic, or maybe that's something you want to get into because there's several pages here, and I just was coming to this telepathic. The description, it says aqua aura also strengthens higher forms of communication. It's great for inspired writing. You can also meditate with aqua aura quartz and then start to write down what comes to mind while you are in the meditative state. Once you finish the meditation, reread what you have written and see what messages are revealed. Aqua aura is renowned for aiding telepathy. While holding aqua aura in your receptive hand or against your third eye chakra, think of someone in your life you would like to send a telepathic message. See them before you, their eyes meeting yours. Tune into how they are feeling now and empathize with them. Sense their energy until you feel a link between the two of you. Oh, and it's Valentine's, so I don't know. We'll see. Now deliver the message to their mind. Let's always keep it nice and good, because at the Treehouse, we are definitely about positivity. Okay. Keep the message clear and simple, then see them receiving it, understanding it, and reacting accordingly. Perhaps you may also get a message back. The more you practice this, the more you practice this, the more powerful it can become, and aqua aura will support you in this practice. This is a great great exercise to practice with a friend on a regular basis, ideally on a Wednesday. Okay. Each of you can hold a piece of aqua aura and agree who is the sender and who is the receiver. Start with a simple message such as a word or color. And as you improve, try messages that are more complex. All right, then. Oh, and it says when you're not using your aqua aura, keep it in a box made of olive wood or within an olive leaf. Well, that's something different. I hadn't thought about that. I don't keep my crystals in boxes. Sometimes I keep them in a pouch when I travel, but I like the energy of my crystals. I communicate with them very regularly. On a daily basis, I'll be moved to grab different crystals. So I was moved to grab these crystals for you. So group one with your aqua aura, let's put that over there somewhere. Let's see what we have for you today. I am going to start, we'll read the rest of the oracle cards, but I am going to read this one. And you have the Knight of Pentacles. And right here. And a couple of things I want to say. This is from a mushroom deck. And I love the mushrooms because they're an underground ecosystem of communication. And that goes through the trees and through the universe, our etheric field, our consciousness, whether we're asleep or awake, subconsciously, it doesn't matter. But anyway, you have the Knight of Pentacles. So this is the first card for your reading, and this is your situational card. Now I'm going to draw some more cards up, and we're going to put these on the sides. But I am going to draw this. I don't know why I want to go here. Let's see. Let's see what the universe has for you. I've been going back and forth on whether or not I wanted to do the ¿cómo se llama? The Celtic cross or not. So I'm going to try and keep it where you can see it. And we're going to see. The situation is the Knight of Pentacles. So and your challenge is the Five of Cups. So you may be trying to work at something, and the challenge of the Five of Pentacles is feeling alone or like pessimistic thoughts. And this, if it's dealing with money, it could be that you just feel that a sense of lack. For some of you, I feel like a lot of times the Five of Pentacles makes is that lack mentality that we start thinking there's going to be a little lack in this, and before you know it, it grows and grows and grows, and we start seeing lack in everything, and that just becomes this uh, permeating thought that kind of just steals our thunder. Now, the Knight of Pentacles, I see that you're working very hard towards something. There's something that you've been working that you're trying to achieve, something that's going to give you a sense of security that you're not feeling right now, a sense of stability that you're not feeling right now. This even could have to do with your health. And you've been trying to figure out which way to move. You've been showing up, taking action, slow action, because it's a pentacle, thoughtful and meticulous action. But you have this like cloud above you of lack, of not really feeling like you are accomplishing something. Some of the things that we have, one of the reasons that we may have this lack could be from a sense of having to fight for the things that you want, having to feel like everything has been a struggle for you. You've been showing up and showing up, but there's things or people or thoughts that are interfering with your with what you're trying to accomplish. It could be as simple as arguments with people. You're in a really good headspace to create or to work, and a coworker says something, and all of a sudden your day was ruined, and you can't you feel that you have to stand up for yourself, or you feel like you're not being appreciated. That's just one scenario. It doesn't necessarily have to do with that. It could be that you're fighting with the finances, fighting with yourself. Maybe there's been a lot of bills, a lot of things, and you need to regulate a little better, maybe your budget. It could be your health, different health issues that you've been working at. And, you're diligent, but you're kind of pessimistic. That's the challenge. This pessimistic card is what I sense of challenge. Also, because there's been a lot of things that you don't know, a lot of issues that have come in. Where you're not really certain. And at this time, you're being asked to go within to also trust. So go within, and what is your gut telling you? Because with this Knight of Pentacles, it could be slow going. Like I could tell that there's been struggles and that you've sort of given up. And part of that could be that because there's so much unknown, so many things that appear one way, but you're not really certain. Should I step on this foot or that foot? Should I go this way or that? There's just not enough information. So the universe is also asking you to maybe sort of step back into your intuition. We have the answers within. We just need to kind of quiet our mind and take time to know what we really want. And then, see ourselves in our true light. I know it's hard with the moon. Sometimes we don't see it because there's a lot of shadows. Now, what can help us with this is the Queen of Pentacles. And this is an energy. What can really help you with this energy is to with this slowness and this doubt, and the Seven of Pentacles of Wands, this sort of inner struggles or strife for having to stand up for the things that you want to do, is what will help you with this is the Queen of Pentacles, that energy of slow and steady, nurturing progress, nurture yourself, nurture your resources too. You have more than you realize. Also, you have the deer here, and the deer is about faith. It's all all about faith, having faith that you will make this, even though there's things that you don't know here, that you're maybe everything, you don't know everything, but more information will come out for you so that you can succeed. I'm seeing a project with someone, maybe some indecisiveness as you're plowing forward, feelings of maybe there's a self-worth of feeling alone or that you lack something. The Five of Pentacles is a lack mentality, so it could be lack that you feel that you don't have the resources, you lack the funding for the project or the house or whatever, because since it is pentacles, it has to do with stability. It could be moving, maybe not knowing, is this the right time to buy or whatever. And maybe this could be about the Seven of Wands down here is about the challenges that you've had to overcome. It's like, no, I'm not going to get into a bidding war or whatever. But anyway, getting back to this Five of Pentacles, which is your challenge, is very much this sense of lack. So the lack could be in lack of resources, lack of health, lack of worth, meaning like, am I good enough to do this project? Am I good enough to put this play together or this party together, this group of people together? Take it as it resonates, any kind of lack here. And a lot of times I'm being drawn to tell somebody about their health. Sometimes we don't really believe that we are as strong. We get to a certain age and right away we start thinking, oh, we're not as strong as we used to be. And so life is about change, but it doesn't mean you have to give up. Maybe you don't exercise the way you did when you're 18, or maybe you still do. But maybe you have to, be gentle and tender with yourself and have faith and just, see a doctor, whatever, nutritionist or a trainer, whatever, that helps you, with new exercises or a new diet that is more conducive to you now at your age, or through your healing, therapy, because I get that some people are in like rehab or whatever, like, physical or whatever that happens. So, sometimes we want to move forward really quickly, but we have to take our time when we are recuperating. You can't push it, and you have to have faith and trust. And this I get a lot from the Queen. That's what the universe is asking you. You have the Two of Pentacles, so there's been a lot of juggling for you. I hope you can see all the cards. So there's been a lot of juggling. I see a lot of juggling. It could be that you've got your hands on a lot of things. Actually, I'm really being drawn to the Seven of Wands. So I think there's been a lot of juggling with others, standing up for yourself, your stance in whatever it is, job or whatever it is. But I see that there's been a struggle to stand up for that. There's also been some fights, and I feel like this could have been like, it's funny because you have the Five of Pentacles and you have the Five of Swords, and the Two of Pentacles. So yeah, what I'm really seeing here is there's been a lot of strife. You feel like you're not making the progress. You are slow progress, but you're getting there. But there's been probably some fights that you didn't win that probably discouraged you, and that's why you're feeling this challenge of the Five of Pentacles, because there have been some fights with others. Look, it's right next to the Seven of Wands, having to stand up for yourself. And you're not, the Five of Swords are usually battles that you're not going to win. And it's not worth, many times it's not worth. It's like talking to deaf ears, deaf ears that, or talking to the wall. It's not, whoever's on the other side is not being receptive. Now, if this is you and you're being overly aggressive, that's just a caution not to be. But what I really feel is like that has happened to you a lot in the past. A lot of strife with people, maybe the project or whatever it is that you want. It could be between family. One wants to move to a certain area, the other doesn't, or you want to take a job, the other one doesn't want you to. But you do have, again, another two, so two twos and five fives. We're going to read that. We're going to read 55 in a minute, but we do have the Two of Wands, which is making plans, like making the plan, keep going. If you want to get to this Five of Pentacles state, and this is crowning you, this Five of Pentacles, you're going to have to juggle, but you also have to plan, maybe make a better plan. For some of you, and this could be whether this is work or whether this is financial or whether this is health that has to do with your stability and security. Maybe, rethink your plans. It's funny because you have the moon here, and I hope that's in there. Is that in there? Yes. So you have the moon here, and then here you have the Two of Wands, and the Two of Wands. So there's hidden things, and the Two of Wands is trying to make a plan, even though you don't have all the answers. Go within, do some meditation, ask the universe, your spirit guides. You did get the crystal, the aqua aura, the telepathy. So sit maybe with yourself, even if you don't have an aqua aura crystal, you can sit with yourself and see what the universe tells you. Say a prayer and then see what kind of inspiration you get. Now, this is a process that may take a while. All right, this may take a while, so you may be doing this for a week or a couple of days, and then just what plans come up to you. Steady plans. You have the King of Pentacles, and I'm going to put that one. Can you see that? God, I hope you can see that. I don't know if you can see that. I'm certainly hoping. Let's see if I can pull these down a bit. So you have the King of Pentacles. So I see this as the two parts of self coming to a whole. So I see that you are, and oh my God, you have the bear with the King of Pentacles. So at the Queen, you have the trust, and in the King, you have the bear for strength and protection. So the universe is definitely protecting you, or definitely strong. Now I'm going to do this. That is what I have for you in as a general reading, but as a love reading. Now we're going to switch gears into looking at this as a love reading. As a love reading, what I'm seeing is that you've been working very hard and diligent towards your relationship. The challenge was the Five of Pentacles, right? You had the Five of Pentacles. There has been, you may not feel very confident in your relationship right now. And you may feel that, you've had to stand up for your part, your beliefs with someone, and that it was challenged a lot. It was challenged a lot. And you didn't know whether or not this relationship was going to work. There's so many things. Am I doing the right thing? Is this the right person for me? You've been juggling a lot with the Two of Pentacles. I feel like this has been a back and forth, like almost like between these two people, the Queen of Pentacles and the King, because I do see this as we're looking at it as a love relationship right now. Okay. So there's been two people that are very similar and have very similar goals, but maybe they're both kind of stubborn because it's an earth sign. So it could be, I know for sure Virgo. I'm not sure about Taurus. I'm sorry. You can look it up with astrology. I'm not that great with astrology, but I see these as very committed and very, sort of, I would say stubborn almost. You obviously, one of you obviously is more gentle and more nurturing and much more trusting, and maybe that makes you vulnerable. And I feel like this is you, much more vulnerable, and that's why there are times that you don't feel that you are worthy. It's like, well, I don't feel like this person may be respecting me or sees me in my total capacity, like really believes in me. And this person over here, the other person, is very strong, very stubborn, but he's used to protecting. He's used to he, she, it. It's the energy. So it could be two female or two males or male, female, whatever. So it's the energy of really, being much more aggressive. And not that it's not that this person isn't kind and generous. This person is kind and generous, as are you. But there are differences of opinions about how to go about some sort of plan that you have. There has been some differences, and some doubt because of the moon, and you've had to really stand your ground. You have fought some battles where you just sort of threw in the towel. It's like it wasn't worth the argument. You just let them have their win, but now you're planning on how to move forward so that you don't feel a lack of worth, and so that you feel that you can be equals. All right, so what I have are two things that came out, and so this is what's going to help you, and this is not only what's going to help you, this is like the thing that the universe is saying, fear not, for two things that are going to help you. For one, know that you are generous the way that you give, okay, you have the Queen of Cups, so your open-heartedness, and you have the Swan, which is love. So your open-heartedness in a love reading, if this is the love reading, and I'm doing it now as a love reading, keep your heart open. Be generous with your heart. Don't hang on to the anger that has been produced of the past, but let it go, let it flow. And you also have, as your outcome card, you have the Magician. So there is generosity. And I really get that if you're generous, if you open your heart to this person, to this, in this love reading, whoever it is, your mate, whoever this is. And it could be, for some, it could be sibling, or it could be work or whatever, right? Work related, it could be whatever. If you open your heart and you're more receptive to this with the Queen of Cups, and you use your insight, because you have the Moon and you have the Queen of Cups, both insightful and psychic cards. And if you do this, your true self will come out, the Magician, and you will be able to create the magic that you want in your life. Belief is everything. There is still stuff that you are, juggling with. And there may be little things that come up, but open your heart, be generous, because the other person will reciprocate that. And remember that you are the Magician. Two things that I want to say, that this will bring you guys together. You can do anything. And the other thing is that it will allow you to make plans for yourself. Never forget yourself. When you're in a relationship, never completely forget yourself and just be completely in the other person's shadow. That is not the way to go. It never helps. It never helps. And the last one that I'm going to have for you as your outcome that goes over the Magician was the Page of Cups. Yes, this person is going to be receptive. They're going to think and mirror your love. You be all that you are. No matter what, be who you are. Whoever this other person is, it could be a platonic relationship. It doesn't necessarily mean it's romantic. But whatever it is, just keep your heart open and true to you. Don't go to every argument that you're invited to either, because that does none of you any good. And the very last card, funny that we got that, was the Lovers. So yeah, this is not only, and for those of you that isn't in a love reading, for those of you that are, this is wonderful. You do have work to do. Whoops, the Hierophant, which means they could be like therapy, and you don't need to go to a therapist necessarily. I'm not telling you not to go to couples therapy or to therapy. Therapy is wonderful. But if you can't afford it, there's so many online therapists, YouTube filled with whatever it is that you're trying to understand about yourself or someone else. There's also therapy classes on YouTube that you can take if you can't afford a therapist. Sometimes you can take classes relatively cheap, very, very cheap, sometimes like $9, and they're accredited, and it's just for a particular thing. And this way you can learn not just about yourself, but about others. And also, if this isn't, for those of you that aren't in the relationship of being, seeing this as a relationship reading or love reading, these two are could be parts of yourself, united, coming as one. So the nurturing side of you with the action and protection side of yourself, knowing that within your heart, and knowing that you're the Magician, so that you are not, so that you don't have to deal with these feelings of lack of worth, this feelings of lack of worth. You are worthy to stand up for yourself, but not to attend to every argument that you are invited to. All right, so now I'm just putting those like that. There's two things that I wanted to do. I said we had 2 5s and we had 2 2s, right? 2 5s and 2 2s. Yeah, I'm just looking to see what other. Okay, so 2 5s and 2 2s. And I'm going to come, oh my goodness, where did I put that? I had a book on angel numbers. Oh, I don't know what I did with it. So give me a second here to see if I can find this book, since I have no idea where my other book went. Oh, here it is. I'm so sorry. This contraption that I got for the camera, I had the box over here. And I just jumped into the reading because, yeah, why not? So anyway, after I set it up, I'm like, let's try it. So anyway, let's look up number 55 and number, what was it, 22 and 55? Okay, so Angel's number, let's go here in case this is, oh, by the way, that's from the Angel's number books. I have several Angel number books, but this is the one I'm using right now. So what did I say? I said 22. All right, so there's 22. Ooh, pretty good. Can you see? It says 22. You are at a crucial point on your journey, which will help you understand the relationships and spiritual assignments that will support your growth. Whoo, whoo, whoo. Yes, remember, you are the magician. You are learning. That's the Page of Cups. If the love is being offered and you are learning. And also you have the Hierophant, which is about learning, about loving yourself and learning about others. You know, a lot of times, like I said, it's if you want to understand relationships, it starts with you. You have to understand yourself so that you can see yourself in others. And obviously there are people that maybe we don't want to deal with because they are not at the level that they need to be at this moment. So I'm not saying you just have to open your heart to everyone, because obviously there are things that you don't want to open your heart to. It's called healthy boundaries, okay? So number 22, you are at a crucial point in your journey, which will help you understand the relationships and spiritual assignments that will support your growth. Okay, and then we had, what was it? We had two fives, right? We had two fives. So that would be 55. So let's see what 55 has to say. I hope you can see that. So 55 says, major shifts are taking place in your finances and state of abundance. Know that opportunities to soar are coming your way. Remember when I said, too, that if this wasn't as a love relationship and that you have this sense of lack, that you're going to end up not only as the Queen of Pentacles here, using the Magician, you have everything you need, you can create things, okay, that you will become whole. You will have the energy of both the King and the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, just know that things will come your way, but be very, very positive. Don't let yourself get down, all right? Don't let yourself, the energy go down and dissipate. Stay very bright, very, very positive. Don't listen to the naysayers, whether it's in your mind or others, okay? Believe in yourself. There's a couple of cards that I got that I'm going to tell you too. You have appreciation. This is from a Reiki deck that I have. It says, an important aspect of your thinking process is whether you generally view things from a positive or negative perspective. Oh my God. This is often described as seeing things from a glass half full or a glass half empty viewpoint. But from a metaphysical perspective, each thought has an energetic vibration. So it does actually matter whether you think optimistically or pessimistically. Holy cow, we were just saying that. Weren't we just saying that? Oh my goodness. And you know what? I didn't realize I had pulled two cards. So this is half empty or half full. Didn't even know that was in there. I thought I had only pulled one card out, but the universe says you're getting two. Group A. The other card that we got for you, Group A, from the Reiki deck was appreciation. I hope you can see that. Be willing to express your gratitude and appreciation. So important. To the people you care about, tell them regularly that you love them. Thank them for the things they do for you. Enjoy giving them little gifts that will please them and show them how much you care. So for those of you that are in a relationship and have had these little squabbles and things, just, we did get, the lovers, you're going to be fine. We got the Magician, that's you. Working on yourself, generosity, Queen of Cups, keeping that heart open. Okay, keeping that heart open is so important. And that doesn't mean to be a doormat. You're not. You have healthy boundaries, but maybe you could be a little more generous. Maybe your significant other is worried about something, and so they're kind of tense. And you can ask what's wrong, or you can make them that extra cup of tea. A little gift, here's a little chocolate for you, or a little space, a little time, an extra hug, a little love note in their lunchbox, whatever it is, just to let them know that they're appreciated, because we all feel that way. Sometimes we feel like, gee, so that's an important thing. You also got, I'm sorry, you got the Falcon. Two, and the falcon is act on the opportunity that's before you and commit to it without equivocation. So the opportunity, you're being offered love. For those of you that are in a love reading, that are looking at it from a love standpoint, you're being offered love. And for those of you that are looking to for prosperity, yeah, slow and steady gets you there. No lack mentality or thinking of that nature. Okay, be very positive, be very positive and act on whatever opportunity or intuition that you're getting, because you had the moon and you had the, ¿cómo se llama? Where is she? Oh, my beautiful queen of you had the beautiful Queen of Cups. There she is. So the Queen of Cups is not just about love. It's about passion, something that you're very passionate about. And this is being offered to you now, too. So, act on that, whatever that creative endeavor is or whatever it is, that job, something that is really, holds to your heart, whatever it is, whether it's planting that garden, whatever it is, okay? And then the other two cards that I got for you, I got these two cards. I got Karis, love and mother yourself. Remember, we got that we should do that with the Queen of Pentacles, to nurture yourself, to have faith, to be gentle, okay, with the Queen of Pentacles. And we got Freya. You are worthy. You are loved. Oh my God. Yes. So remember what our challenge was? Our challenge was the Five of Pentacles, and that's feeling worthless, or not necessarily worthless, but a lack, that you're lacking something. And Freya is here to tell you that you are worthy and that you are loved. So if you're wondering whether or not the significant other loves you, yes, they do. They're just a different temperament. You're both very much on the same page about a lot of things, but maybe, like I said, this person could have just had a hard day, or maybe, they've been working extra hours, or maybe they've been paying extra bills. Who knows, whatever it is, just let them know that you love them, and don't, have healthy boundaries, but you don't have to argue about everything, because sometimes if a person is not being receptive, it's just maybe not a good time to, to get into an all-out. I hope this helped you. If it did, please like, subscribe, and share, because, it helps me to know that I'm on the right path. And if you have any comments or questions, please put them in the comment section. I don't know if you like this setup better. This is a first for me. And let me tell you, I have tried so many of these contraptions and just, ended up returning them because it just didn't work. But this one seems to work good. So I'm very thrilled with this. And until next time, this is Amethyst Star Willow. If this reading did not resonate with you, go ahead and check out Group B or C. All right. Group A. Let me see. Group 1 or 2 or whatever. Sorry. You know what I mean. Okay. Timestamps will be in the description below. So let's just move this out of here for right now. And then, oh, okay. Let me see here. I'll put that one back bigger somewhere. All right, can you see? All right, so for those of you, let me see if I can, this is not easy. For those of you who have chosen the Jasper mushroom, I love mushrooms, as you can tell. I mean, if you've seen the treehouse, I always have mushrooms. It's another thing my significant other and I love. Actually, he studied mycology. So that was fascinating. Me as an artist, well, for one thing, I just love nature. And for another thing, I just find that mushrooms are each so very unique and different. So I'm going to read you a bit about this, about mushrooms, really a very, very small thing. Mushrooms can light up the night with bioluminescence. Did you know that mushrooms can light the night with bioluminescence? They can change their shapes or colors, which I certainly can tell you. I used to have 2¼ acres of land, and even here I can see a multitude of different mushrooms in all their different stages. They're all beautiful. So they are a sign of transformation. And they transform not only themselves, but they can transform that which is around them. So maybe Group 2, you have the power to transform others just by who you are and how you show up for yourself and for others. They can transform other materials around them and shift human consciousness. They unite in the environment like a switchboard because they have this whole network underneath the ground where they talk to each other. They can change, transform. They pass on the energy from the earth, from trees. Many of them are biosymbiotic or symbiotic, have the symbiotic connection with trees and stuff. They help to decompose, and eat different materials around so that soil can be made. So yeah, so there's a lot of transformation with this, with the if you've chosen this the mushroom, and you definitely have a way of helping others transform as well. We're going to read on Jasper, and again, I chose this book today for those of you that are interested, and this is Adam Barrelette. I love his crystal connections. I have several books, but this is the one we're going to use because it had other things in there that I needed for the group one. So let me see where Jasper is. I know I put these here, so bear with me just a second. By the way, I was going to say, for those of you that are into the aqua aura crystals, just as a, I didn't mention this before, but for those of you that are, this is one of the only books that I have found that actually has anything on ¿cómo se llama? On aqua aura crystals. So about Jasper. Wow, don't know why, but when I flip through the page, it says past life regression. Oh no, that's not, that's Jet. So I must have skipped. Oh, okay, here it is. And I have this, although this is just a regular Jasper, I could only find his red Jasper. So we're going to read a little bit about this. Actually, you know what? Well, all Jasper will help ground you. I was wondering if I had my another book. Hold on. Let me see. Oh, my goodness. I feel so unprepared. I thought I had the right book. And he talks about red Jasper. And I'm wondering if I have a book that will just talk about Jasper. Let's see. We have another one here. And let's go to J. Let's go. Let's see if they have Jasper. Please have Jasper. H-I-J. 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 They have jade. All right, here we go. All right, so we're going to read from the Book of Stones, who they are and what they teach, by Robert Simmons and Nachia Sian. Oh, my Lord, I know that I am probably butchering this, but let's see what it says on Jasper. It says, Jasper is a microcrystalline variety of quartz, a silicic dioxide mineral with a hardness of 6.5 to 7. Okay, let's not go there. Physical, okay, so the key words for Jasper are physical strength and vitality. Ooh, physical strength and vitality, stabilizing one's energies, which are necessary, right? We need to that. It is the root chakra, no matter what. And he again talks about red Jasper. And interesting, because even though this picture here is of red Jasper, you can see the white. And sometimes Jasper comes very big. And I think this was a chunk of Jasper. I know Jasper comes in so many colors, okay? So many colors. This one just happens to remind me of all the little, and actually in the light, it's almost lavender. Not in this light, but upstairs when I take it there, it looks like lavender. Jasper can enhance one's endurance and stamina and can work over time to increase the amount of chi or life force in one's energetic field. It strengthens the root chakra and strengthens one's connection to the earth. It enhances memory. So maybe that's something you need to work on, especially memory of dreams, or, when you're trying to, like when I write, a lot of times I get different ideas. And so I try to, and I'll jot them down on journals, but I don't always get to write all of the things down, and so I try to remember certain things. So, so maybe, just working with the Jasper helps in that, and I have to say that I do, and it's really great, especially in dreams or other experiences for your memory. An energy pattern It is so stable that it tends to stabilize one's own energy if one wears or carries it or keeps it in the environment. Such stabilization can lead to good health, balanced emotions, truthful expression, and just actions. This stone is a kind of down to earth nobility that simply rubs off on its owner. Jasper does its work gradually, so it's slow, but it offers the advantage that the gains one makes are more permanent than those achieved with different stones or other minerals. So that is very good to know about Jasper. So if you're trying to work on something, slow and steady gets you there. And it really has a good feel. It really does. Jasper is just one of those stones that just has such a sweet feel to it, very, like I said, very grounding. So we're going to read your first card, and then we're going to read these later. So let me put these over here, and then we're just going to read this. So you have the star. You have the star card for your first card, and you also have the Six of Pentacles. Okay, so you have the star is hope, and the Six of Pentacles is actually your challenge right now, and it's to be generous. Maybe this generosity and hopefulness is with yourself. This could be with someone else. This could be with others. But I see the sense of open-hearted generosity with life, with life. I'm really feeling this with like the universe, with just this sense of peace. That you will be taken care of, that all things will manifest for you, and your situation is the star, and the star is all about several things that I'm getting here with this particular reading. So what I'm feeling here is that some of you have needed time to heal, and that this is the perfect time to really just go within, to heal, and to feel the love of the universe. Just feel it. Just bathe in that hope, that sense of renewal, that slow healing. Funny that we got the Jasper, which is about groundedness and healing, which I think will heal you. A lot of you, maybe with with the mind, the anxiety of the mind, that has hurt and can hurt you physically. It definitely can. A lot of dis-ease is just that, a lack of ease with yourself, with your thoughts, with your thoughts, because what we think about, we bring about. So our thoughts affect our environment. And your challenge is the Six of Pentacles, and it's to see the generosity and have more gratitude, and see the places. Also, I'm feeling from this Jasper, see the places where you shine like this star, where you have made such tremendous strides in the past, and really hold on to that. See yourself filled with light. Really just bathe in this beautiful, luminous, pure, radiant energy of divinity, and within you, within, in your center, within you, you are a spark of the infinite. So really see that. You have the High Priestess too. So I'm also seeing that with the High Priestess, again, to go within, to what is it that I want to say? To know your worth, your inner worth, to go within and to know your inner worth, and to listen to your intuition. What is your gut telling you? The highest part of you is what I'm seeing what I'm feeling. And what I'm hearing is for you to not only bathe in this light of the star, but to let it come all the way into your soul, and to awaken that root from the depths, the subconscious, your knowingness, your true power, your true worth. I don't know why I'm compelled to tell you that, but I am. Okay, you have Judgment too. So let me see. Perhaps you're judging yourself unfairly. Or is it another? What does Judgment have to do with things? Seven of Pentacles. Yeah. You're judging yourself harshly. There's something that you want to bring about, or you've wanted to bring about, and you have worked very hard for that. You've worked very, very hard on something, but you're not really sure if it's going to pan out. Is it going to bear fruit, what you're showing up for. And this could be for your health. For some of you, this has been showing up for your health. And for others of you, this could be a project or your finances. This is about persistent. And since it has to deal with judgment, it's about not judging the project or yourself too harshly, and allowing it to, and it's probably going to be slow because of the Jasper, or allowing yourself to ground. Let me not even go to the slow, because I'm not sure that that's the deal here. Yeah. This is about healing yourself and really judging yourself in a better light, really seeing the star that you are, that super shining star that you are. How are we doing on the, yeah, you can still see. Okay, the superstar that you are, being generous with yourself and knowing that the universe is taking care of you, going within, listening to your inner wisdom, asking for assistance from above, asking for guidance in this. And obviously you have it with the star because it's bathing on you. Underneath the star is the judgment. So optimism, hope, faith in the process. You're being offered a new way of thinking. You're being offered a new opportunity for love, or for something that you're very passionate about. And it's coming, funny, because it's underneath the high priestess, and here we have the lotus. And the lotus, two things that I'm noticing about this card. Not only do you have the lotus, but you have the dragonfly. You have the dragonfly. I don't know if you can see it by the cup. So the lotus at night, it comes up. I don't know if it comes up during the night, but it comes up. It only rises up out of the mud. You always see the lily pads, but you don't see the lotus, the actual flower, until it comes out. Now, I had a friend of mine that had a pond. He had fish in it, and the lotus would come out at night. They were beautiful. So it's like this, the subconscious, the reawakening, the maybe dealing with dreams that opens up. Remember, we were talking about dreams and memory with the Jasper. So maybe memories are coming up from the past that are going to bathe you with love. Remember who you are. And this is a gift of offering of love for you, to you. And this is self-love is what I'm really feeling here. And love of a new opportunity for self-love, for healing, and for insights, because we have the cups, and that's all about intuition and insights, and how you see yourself is very important, and having faith that your project will come to pass. There's a King of Swords here. I'm not really, and when I see the King of Swords, I'm going to put him here, right by judgment. I see that you're judging yourself very harshly. And in fact, I want to put him here underneath the star, because that's what I really feel that his place is. He, she, it's the energy. And this King of Swords is rather gloomy, kind of like it's all up in his head. Typically, a King of Swords wouldn't have the maturity to be able to guide their thoughts in a very balanced way. But sometimes we can be a little bit out of alignment and be a little too self-critical, because the King of Swords can tend to be a bit critical too. So maybe you're being a bit self-critical of yourself in the judgment of yourself, and not seeing your worth, which is the star. Wow, another ace. You are being offered the Ace of Wands, and this is a beautiful card. The Ace of Wands is all about what I'm feeling here. So not only are you being offered the love, but you're being flanked. You're being offered this insight into something. And I think like these insights are going to come out of the depths of yourself, deeply from being grounded and meditating and sitting in your star power, seeing that optimism and allowing yourself to heal and be very grounded. And yes, it takes time for whatever you're trying to make, either heal or project or whatever that you're trying to focus on, that you're trying to bring about. It's going to take some time. Don't judge yourself so critically. Have faith that things will come about, and you are given new insight. a creative insight, something very creative for you, a creative way of looking at something out of the box, whether it doesn't matter what it has to do with, whether this has to do with health, it could be different forms of healing modalities that you hadn't thought about. Now, whether this has to do with, a project or some deep passion or something that you're working on, a new insight. It's as if you got a download, is what I'm feeling this. You're getting a download. God is giving you this universe, whatever you want to call it, this download of information that you can use this opportunity. You have the the Knight of Pentacles, which lets me know that this is progress is going to be slow, and I feel that for some of you, there's a healing in this. This is very much about healing for some of you. And so your doubt or your criticism, your self-judgment are not going to do you any favors if you're self-critical, if you don't believe. Reclaim your highest power, reclaim your soul power, your energetic power as a divine being, to get the answers that you need and the insights that you need, the downloads, and know that you're going to be okay. You're going to be taken care of. It's just going to take a little while. There is movement. There's definitely movement with this Knight of Pentacles towards that healing. And I really feel healing for some of you. And there's this inner healing that needs to take place, so that your external world can manifest the things that you want. But internally, you need to heal first. And this is going to take time. For some of you, it's just been like, I feel like I got the word, you've been schooled into thinking certain things. And maybe those echoes, this judgment, this harsh judgment that you have of yourself that's holding you back is from an old way of thinking. Remember, we got Jasper, right? So this has to deal with memories. So maybe old memories that are resurfing. But bathe in that light. Allow your universal soul, your divine soul, to remember who it is, who you are. And don't give in to distractions of things, because you also got the Devil card, and the Devil card is all about giving your power away, not believing in yourself, believing in the outer things instead of the inner world, your inner self, your inner and the divine to heal you. It's being distracting and listening to other things, and yeah, things that don't serve you, ideas that don't serve you, or limitations. It really is all about limitations and perhaps old habits, It could be with the memories. Remember, we talked about judgment and being too self-critical. It could have been of that. We got the Lovers too. So in this, and I do not feel that this is a love reading. This is not. This is your love affair with yourself. It's your higher self. I'm almost seeing it as angels. Your higher self holding your inner self, your child self, your mundane self, your physical self, or even your guardian angel holding you. The Star card, this card of love and just of worth, and not and to judge yourself fairly and not be so freaking critical. Accept the love of the universe, accept the love and the insights from your heart, from your depth. Let it rise from above. You are the high priestess. You really have that power. Claim it back. And you have a lot of insights, these downloads. There's going to be a lot of clarity for you. It may come a little slow. We are working with Jasper, so it might come slow, but it will come. You have the Lovers. This is your outcome card, this beautiful love. And then you had the funny, as right underneath the Lovers, you have the Six of Wands. So you will be victorious in this healing, in this bringing about whatever it is that you're trying to bring about. Do have faith in that. Do have faith in yourself and nurture yourself. Yeah, I really feel that you have to have faith. It's funny because the at the bottom of the deck is the Queen of Swords, and isn't that funny? Because the same thing happened in the group one, where we have two people. So interesting that you have the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords. So this could be different parts of yourself that need to merge again, as I said, in the Lovers. Now, let's look at this as if it were a, now I need to move the cards over a little because I need to really see, can I make this into a love reading? Will this make sense as a love reading? We start out with the star. There's great hope. Our challenge is the Six of Pentacles, to be generous and to use insight and wisdom. You know, the high priestess has knowledge, but you have to seek the knowledge. You have to study it. You have to go within. You have to garner that. It has to do with memories. So something that, because of the Jasper and what I'm feeling, that this something, this connection to this King of Swords, this criticalness. It could be that you're dealing with someone who can be critical, whether it's you or someone else that you're dealing that is that's been critical, judging critically, and that could very well be you. And your counterpart. Let me see. I want to get to that. Your counterpart is the Queen of Swords here, but she's with the Cups. She's offering love. Someone is offering you love, but you're standing in a very, because I feel this King of Swords is you, you're standing in a, and it doesn't matter if you're male or female, okay, it's the energy, but you're standing in this harsh judgment, you know, sort of almost ignoring the star, or maybe you have one foot in hope, but the other one in this harsh judgment. You've worked very hard in this relationship, maybe, but you don't see the outcomes of it. You're not really sure, is this meant to be? Funny, you may be drawn to group one. They had a similar reading. The Six of Pentacles is to be generous with yourself and with others. There's going to be some clarity about this situation. It's almost like you're in the fog about this other person is trying to give you love. It could be that because of your upbringing or the things that happened to you in the past, you are afraid to open up and be vulnerable, so you're quite critical. There is definitely love being offered. Here's the lovers underneath the Ace of Cups. So that either it's new love or you or your significant other. I don't know. Don't judge so harshly. There is the devil, and the devil is about repeating old patterns. And here I'm really feeling like it's about not freeing yourself. You're enslaved to this very critical, whether it's self-critical or critical of the other party, or just like I feel like for some of you, you just don't even believe in love. You've been wounded so much, you know, that maybe you're not going to, that you refuse to open to this new love opportunity with someone that's your counterpart, you know. Interesting that you have the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords here, your counterpart. But you are getting a download. You are getting illuminated if you choose to accept it. Now, with the wands, this stuff is fleeting. It happens and then it's gone. This opportunity happens and then it's gone. I'm not telling you to rush into something. I'm just saying to be open to that awareness. And I feel that for many of you, if you are in this position for love, you've got to heal yourself before you can open up to others. You know, you got to be honest with yourself, your judgment. You have to be honest with yourself. You do have the Knight of Pentacles, so you might be interested in this other person here, in this other queen, but it's going to happen slow. And I'm also feeling for some of you that this queen that is coming for you, it's the energy, it could be male and male, or male or female, female, or male and female, whatever, is going to approach slow, or is approaching you slowly because they're not certain of if you will accept the love that they are offering you. And we did get the lovers, and we did get victory. So if you do choose to go with this love that is being offered to you, or your significant other, and you choose to be generous and open-hearted and not so, I see, stiff and rigid, you know, really go into the groundedness of yourself, you know, allow that power and the insights to come to you. And if you can soften yourself, you will be victorious in this endeavor, whether it's with yourself and all counterparts of yourself, and becoming balanced, or whether it's with somebody else. So what else do I have for you? Group B, Mushroom Group. So you have a Reiki card. Feel grateful. So we had this Reiki card, Feel Grateful. Let me read this to you. It says, to help us to lead happily. Oh, and remember that we are with the Jasper, you in this group, King of Swords, you in this group, you have the ability to influence others, okay? You definitely have a way of inspiring and leading others, so be careful not to be too harsh and too rigid. I just feel that, and, yeah. To help us to lead happy, contented, fulfilled lives, it is important to distinguish between our wants and needs and to recognize and appreciate what we already have. Some people seem to feel grateful more than others, and those people also tend to be happier, more helpful, and forgiving and less depressed than the less grateful counterparts. So this is very important too in the judgment. This is something that I felt with that King of Swords, that very strong judgment that you have of yourself and maybe that you have in others, because maybe, this Seven of Pentacles a lot of times has to do with not just patience and waiting, but wondering whether your effort is futile, has been, is fruitful or not. There is insight that you are getting. And then also this talks about the one thing that I said between our wants and needs. The devil can be that way too. What do you want? What do you really need? What does, do you want to be alone and, and shut the world off? Or do you maybe need some connection, but you're not allowing yourself to make those connections, with other people? Are you not taking the cup of love that is being offered to you, or the insight that is being offered to you? Okay, gratitude is huge. When we're grateful, we're generous. When we look at everything that we have, and instead of being angry about what's not working and focusing so much and being so judgmental about what's not working, we can be appreciative of all the universe gives us, but all that the other partner gives us, their kindness, they're showing up for us, they're being there for us. This is very important. You also got Spider. Trust the creative spark you're feeling. Express it through writing stories that inspire and enlighten. You did get a creative. Remember, we talked about creative. You're being offered creativity. And, maybe going within with the Jasper and writing down the memories, writing down the things from your dreams, from the answers that you're getting. From the High Priestess, with just your inner self. What are you getting? Trust that creative spark. Trust the universe. You have the star of hope. Infuse yourself with that. Know that. And you also got Celine. Bring light into someone's dark sky. Yeah, there you go. So it's either you need to bring light to your own dark sky with the star, and stop being so critical and judging yourself so harshly, or you need to do that with someone else. Maybe you were your counterpart, your other person. Maybe you weren't too kind to them, or maybe, if this does not apply to love, but it's just about self-love, maybe you need to be kinder to all aspects of yourself. Hold yourself with kindness and generosity so that you can merge King and Queen of Swords together as one, all aspects of self as one. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just go over here and I'm going to draw a card, and let's see what we get here. So we have 44. I am supported. Yes, you are. Remember, we had that the Six of Pentacles, generosity. I'm supported. Your angels are encouraging you to continue on your present life path with diligence and determination, and even greater success will come in the future. So yes, definitely have faith, because where did we get that one? The Seven of Pentacles, here it was, about whether or not we stay true or we give up, right? Seven of Pentacles. Well, the universe is saying, stay true. Stay true. Your angels are encouraging you to continue on your present life path with diligence and determination, and even greater success will come in the future. I am supported. And yes, you are, group 2, because you used your first card was the star. Your situation is the star. What is being offered to you? All right, group 2, that is what I have for you. If this helped you, and if it resonated with you, and if you enjoyed this reading, please give it a like. and a thumbs up, or I guess that's the same thing. Share with those that you think you need to share with or want to share with. And then go ahead, and if you haven't already done so, please do subscribe. It does help me tremendously. So that would be nice, but you don't have to, obviously. That's not the point of this. I just enjoy doing this, so I guess I'm a little weird like that. But anyway, comment in the comment section if you want. Just let me know what you thought about this. What are your thoughts on this? Did this resonate with you? And the timestamps, as always, will be in the description. Okay, so can you see that? Did I line that up? I'm trying to line this up. It's about as good as she's going to get. It's hard to tell. This is so new to me, this new fandangled contraption here for holding my phone. Let me take a sip. Mint tea. I love mint tea. I love herbal teas, and I love mint. I grow it every year in my garden, at least 2 or 3 plants. I have spearmint for my kitty up front, and I was surprised that winter has not killed it off yet. Knock on wood. It's all good. Kitty loves the catnip. And I have all kinds of mint growing, so I love the tea. We're going to go to Adam Barrelet's book on crystal connections, a guide to crystals and how to use them, by Adam Barrelet. He has a channel on YouTube, and it's old. I mean, he's had that channel forever. I love him. I've always loved him, and he's just one of many that I just how it is that you have your favorites on YouTube, whether they're readers or crystal healers or whatever, certain things that we just enjoy, that are sort of like comforting. They're like old friends, even if you've never met them, but it's just like their energy is just so right on. It's like, yay. But anyway, with that said, if you've chosen group 3, you've chosen can't talk. You've chosen the Lapis Lazuli heart. And Lapis Lazuli, I don't know if you could tell, it has like specks of gold in it too. And this is because of the deep blue too. Lapis Lazuli has a lot to do with your third eye connection. And that has all to do with insight and what you're feeling and what you're getting. I believe it's a protective stone too. So here it is, Lapis Lazuli. Lapis Lazuli, the third eye chakra, vision, honesty, and air quality. Lapis lazuli looks like an evening sky filled with sparkling stars. It's a stone containing primarily laurizite blue, calcite white, and pyrite gold. Lapis lazuli was mined in Afghanistan as early as the 7th millennium BC. It was used for the eyebrows on the funeral mask of King Tutankhamun, and in the Middle Ages, it was exported to Europe and ground into ultramarine blue, which is a beautiful paint, to use in the most important artists of the Renaissance and Baroque. But what I want to, Baroque age, especially with the Virgin Mary. But I want to see what he says. Oh, let's go over here to here. Okay. I don't know why. I'm getting vision, because here's the third eye chakra, but it's leading me right to here. So it says vision. Lapis lazuli harmonizes with your cat guide. Ooh, maybe some of you have little kitties that you work with. Working with both cat and lapis lazuli will allow you to move towards independence so that you can take control of the success in your life, both professionally and personally. Interesting. Maybe you have some things that you're working on that you want to bring success. Lapis lazuli heightens your awareness, increasing your ability to see opportunities and avoid problems. This newfound ability to see clearly can manifest physically, improving your eyesight, especially at night. To utilize this aspect of lapis lazuli magic, wear it near your eyes or rest with it on your eyes each day. You can also place lapis lazuli in water for 24 hours and then combine 1 drop of the charged water for each eye with your eye cream in the morning. Oh, interesting. Honesty. Being such an objective stone, lapis lazuli is used to reveal the truth. It can help you interpret the spoken and written word as well as spiritual messages you receive. If you need to find truth about a situation, meditate with this stone and anticipate a sense of knowingness to come to you. Let it come to you. Lapis lazuli is traditionally exchanged between partners as a sign of commitment and honesty in their relationships. If you need to have a heart-to-heart conversation with someone, wear lapis lazuli over your chest and replace it around the room where the talk will happen. Interesting. It's Valentine's Day. So yeah, I don't know. Who knows? I never know what these readings are going to be when I show up, but that's okay. So, okay, here's your lapis for group 3. Let's see. Can you see? Yeah. Okay. Let's see what the universe has to say for you. So we're going to put these over here out of the way. We'll put them over here out of the way. And your card is going within, the Hermit. Yeah. So some of you may have been feeling like you need to retreat for some reason. There's been a need to maybe retreat. And full disclosure, I have never worked with these particular cards before. I don't even know the names of them. Sorry, where is the card deck? Well, that's all right. Okay, so I can't find the box right now. That's all right. No problems. Let's see. This card wants to come out. Whew. Okay, so let's see. Let's get a little more clarity. Your challenge is you've been looking for something. You've needed to take some time out. Something happened. Maybe you were feeling overwhelmed. Maybe you didn't have the right answers. Maybe you had a fight with someone. But for whatever reason, you've needed to go within and get some clarity. You've needed to step away from the situation. And your challenge is the Star. So it seems like you've needed to step away from a situation you've lost faith in, that you no longer believe. I know that's Aquarius for sure. So, yeah. So I don't know if the person's Aquarius or if you're Aquarius or somebody that has that air sign. But what I know for sure is that you have walked away from something. And I don't mean like you've walked away forever, but you've sort of like stepped back to get some insight, to get grounded, to get some answers. We have the lapis here for answers, for some honesty in a situation that you have sort of given up hope on, or that you feel hopeless about at this time. There's a feeling of not believing in something. Yeah, I don't know. Wait, let me see. All right, what do we need to know? Okay, so we got a few cards. Let's start here. Okay. What has happened? There was a lack of openness. Wow. Here we have the thing about being honest and open. You walked away. You've given up hope, and it has to deal with some commitment that you made, something that was very passionate. It's either a commitment you made to yourself or a commitment you made to someone else, or a commitment someone made to you, and they haven't shown up for it, and you've sort of walked away. And or what I'm feeling too, for some of you, you made a commitment that you've lost faith in that, or that you've lost faith in yourself and your ability to continue with that commitment for whatever reason. And or you need to reevaluate that commitment, so you've sort of stepped away. But right now, you're not having a whole lot of faith in this commitment right here. And the Hermit, next to the Hermit, we have the Four of Cups. So you're processing something. There's this something that you're trying to figure out. Be careful with the processing, that it doesn't become procrastinating. But there's some situation that happened, Perhaps a lack of openness. Perhaps you found your significant other, because this could be platonic or romantic. Perhaps you found someone that had lied to you, that had been dishonest, and it caused you to lose hope, because this is your challenge, is to have hope, and you sort of lost hope in this situation, whatever this situation is. But whatever it is, it's either love or something that you're very passionate about. So it could be some project or something that you really believed in, that you've lost hope in. And I'm not a political person, but I got politics. So somebody has walked away from something because they no longer believe in it. They don't like what is being offered. The choices that they have is not what they want, and they've lost faith and have walked away from that. Whether that's forever or for just now to get a better understanding. The hermit tends to be like just for a while. It doesn't necessarily mean forever, but just for a while, so you can reevaluate. Let me see. Some movement's going to have to be made, but this movement doesn't have to be rushed. What I'm feeling here with this, with the Chariot, it's asking to let go of something. There's something that is holding you back, that you won't accept. This is Cancer. I recognize that sign, and this is Cancer, and it's almost like you're birthing something new, like this. It's almost like you're rising up out of the expectations or experience. This is what's driving you to move away, is that you want something new. You want to birth a pearl. You want something that you're not getting right now from this relationship or commitment, or what you thought it was going to be, and that you're not getting. For some of you, this definitely could be about love, because we have the Lovers here. So there's something, there happened. So now take it as it resonates. For some of you, for somebody very specific, it was political. For somebody else, it's about a project. But for some of you, it actually has to do with love. And there's some kind of commitment that you made, or that somebody else made with you, that you're not satisfied with. You're trying to process the information that you got, or the lack thereof. There's a great amount of hope available, but for some reason you've walked away from that. You've turned your back. Let's just say you've turned your back from this hope, and you're looking at this dissatisfaction. You need to meditate on it, because it is a Hermit. So you need to meditate on something, some kind of commitment with someone. I don't know who, but with someone. And yeah, ooh, all right. Well, there's this sense of walking away. Now, the Six of Swords is telling me that in this particular relationship, you're thinking of actually walking away. We have the Six of Swords. You're actually thinking about, this is too difficult. This is, again, for those I got for the political, that you're walking away from something you once believed in. It's like, I've had enough. I feel this is, what is being offered is just not, you're walking away from what is being offered. You don't believe in it. There's been a lack of trust, a lack of commitment, and you're looking for the brighter. You're looking for, this is you. So whatever the party is saying, whatever the promise is, you've turned your back on that. You have no hope in that. And you are moving forward on your own, and very independently on your own, trying to find your own truth, because this is right above the Hermit of seeking answers. If this is a relationship spread, whether it's love, platonic, or romantic, again, we're getting that you've decided to walk away from something. It's not, what it was, the commitment was broken. Somebody broke some sort of commitment, and you're really thinking, you're not happy with what's happening, and you're really seriously thinking about walking away from this, so that you can, birth yourself, be independent, find a different route, find something that is more meaningful, because you've lost faith in this particular Relationship. There's a lot of unknown. You have the moon here next to the star. So the moon is all about shadows. And no wonder you've lost the ¿cómo se llama? The hope and the faith is because there's things that are hidden. There's too many things that have been hidden from you. There's too many things in this commitment. There wasn't enough openness. There was dishonesty. There was things that were hidden, and also I'm getting things that appeared to be one way, ended up being something completely different, which has totally dissatisfied you. Hold on. Again, this could apply to anything. No, take it as it resonates. You also, nothing's going to happen really fast. You have the hangman too. And I see this hangman as you're needing time out. You want to look at things from a different perspective. Yeah, that's why you moved away. You stepped away as the hermit to get some more insight, some more understanding. That's why you're rising up to follow your own path. And that's why you've turned around to look at things as a different perspective. Maybe because you turned around and look at things differently, this has allowed you to see the places where this lack of commitment, this lack of trust, this lack of faith, where the other party has let you down, that whether that party is, coworker or boss or relationship, significant other, whatever, siblings, whatever it was that you've walked a project, whatever you're walking away from, you're very much into, I'm not moving forward. And if I'm moving forward as myself. I'm not moving forward because you have this moving away from this stuff. You're moving forward as yourself. You're strengthening yourself within yourself. You're finding these things within yourself that you need. We have death. So yeah, there's definitely a death of something. Some relationship. Can you see some? I don't know if I need to move these over. Some relationship, something that yeah, there's because we have the moving away from with the swords, and we have the death. So there's this moving away from this commitment is what I'm seeing, or this pretend commitment. Maybe somebody was pretending to be something that they're not, and you have Lapis Lazuli, which is the honesty, and it's insight, and it's also you could put it against your third eye. You could meditate with it to get the truth, to get to the truth, the heart of the matter. Funny that we have the heart, yeah, to get to the heart of the matter. Okay, so we have that. You're the hermit. I guess I'll put him there. What else? Let's see. I don't know. Let's see what else. Universe, let me know what we need. Ooh, wow. Okay, so we have the Seven of Wands here. No, we do not have the Seven of Wands. We have the Page of Wands. You're seeking the Seeker of Wands. You're seeking the truth. You're seeking a lot of times with wands, it's a creative download, right? It's like the spark of creativity that allows you to see something in a different way. And hanging yourself upside down, as you have with the hangman, and that is definitely allowing you to see something from a different perspective. You're seeking the truth. You're seeking something more meaningful. You're seeking something you're coming into yourself, and you're seeking your own truth and higher purpose. And you're expecting that from those around you. In a relationship, this is something you want. You're showing up as your true self, and you expect that someone else is, and you're seeking that. And you're looking within to find that. You're not looking on the outside. You're not going to find that outside. You have to find it within yourself. Is there anything else that we need to know? All right, what question should we ask? Because the universe said, I'll give you an answer if you ask me a question. So, I don't want to ask, how will this turn out? Because I think that you're pretty much walking away from things that don't resonate with you. Is there any additional guidance or anything? Okay, that's it. Is there anything you need to know about at this point? Wow. Okay, that's the card we got. Inner strength. So the universe just wants you to just be strong. Be gentle, but be strong. this inner strength is about holding yourself. It isn't about everything else that's happening out here and what seems to be this. You've already decided that there's things you're not going to put up with. Either you're not going to put up with this relationship, whether it's a job or whatever it is, or you're not putting up with the dishonesty of it. You're putting your foot down and saying, you know what, either it changes or I'm moving forward on my own thing. Or you're just going to or some of you are just going to move forward with that. It's going to require you to be strong, that inner strength to follow your own soul, your own bell, your own, that was a word I got, to follow your own truth. Requires inner strength, because you might be alone. Look, you have the hermit, which you are alone. So there's this period of being alone. You have the hangman, which is being alone. You see the seeker. The seeker is alone, walking forward, looking for this information, for the honesty, for the self, and you have strength. So what will help you is to have that inner strength and believe and courage in yourself, but gently. You don't have to force things. You don't have to be forceful and go in, uh, you know, voice ablazing or whatever. Be gentle, and be gentle with yourself, because anytime that we have some sort of death of something that we believed in, anytime that we had to move away from something, we can tend to become very critical. So this inner strength is about allowing yourself to be gentle within and around yourself. You don't have to shut down. You don't have to become cynical. You don't have to give up on love or the world or even this relationship, or even in politics, whatever. Find a way. Be gentle with yourself, be gentle with others. Don't become cynical, don't become bitter, don't become resentful. Stay open and gentle, because there is more in this world that will surprise you in a good way than you can ever imagine. Okay, you are not alone than you can ever imagine. Is there anything else? Yeah, I'm. Yeah, there's two cards that came out, and one was the Tower and one was the Devil. So again, be gentle. There's definitely some dishonesty, and there's a need to pull away, because that fell right under the Six of Swords, which is moving away from the things that bind you, that aren't good for you. Okay, not being happy with things, seeking something better because what is being offered is not what you want, moving away from that, and make sure that you are not sinking into anger, and that you're not seeing things falsely, but you are walking away from those that are, this lack of honesty. And there's going to be a Tower moment, something that is going to bring you that realization that you're seeking. And I don't see this Tower moment as a bad thing. You see how it's being hit by lightning? The head is being hit by lightning. It is being illuminated. What you are seeking, this illumination will come. And that which was not working is going to just not mean anything to you anymore. The foundation of which, whatever this dishonesty, this whatever, this relationship, whatever this project, whatever that it was built on that was not good, is going to crumble. It can't stand on itself. It can't stand on the lies. The truth will be revealed. So what you're looking for, the truth will be revealed, and it's going to happen very quickly. You have momentum. You have the Eight of Wands. You're going to get the messages, and you're seeking it. You're going to get the answers that you want, and they're going to come very, very quickly. It's right around the corner. What you're seeking is going to come right around the corner. All right, is there anything else? I'm being guided over here. There was the Eight of Pentacles that peeked out, and I'm going to pull it up because the Eight of Pentacles is about working hard, showing up every day for yourself, getting the answers that you want, and being very determined. There is an improvement, obviously, with the Eight of Pentacles. There is an improvement, but in you, and what you're seeking, and the information, you will get the answers that you're seeking. Be very grounded, be very you right now. In this reading, like I said, whatever this situation, this relationship, or whatever this has to deal with, the truth is going to come out. The truth is going to come out. So just be very, very, very aware of that, and be aware too. You have the Seven of Swords, that there is deception. Here it says distraction, but Seven of Swords has a lot to do with someone deceiving you, and that you're going to, so that just says you're being deceived, about something, and you're going to have to strategize, rise up. The Seven of Swords is someone or something deceiving you, but it's also about you rising up and being tactful and being, strategizing. How do you want to move forward with wisdom? Because a lot of information is coming very clear, very fast to you. Whoa, this is also about, how you lost hope. And I said, don't become bitter. Don't become bitter. You create your own reality. So this is from my a Reiki deck that I have, and it says, you are what you think. Your thoughts are energy vibrating at different rates, each attracting you to you those things that to which you give most of your attention. This means that you are constantly creating your own reality, and what you think about yourself is what you become. How you think life is what it turns out to be for you. Yeah, remember when I said, and we have the devil here, and I said too, like, don't become bitter. Don't expect that everything and that everyone you meet is dishonest. If you set that intention out, if you view people like that, that's all you will ever see, and you will never be able to move forward and embrace the divinity that is you and whatever the universe wants to give you, the true love, the true passion, the true job, the true whatever it is. Take your time and be gentle. Don't be angry, don't be bitter, don't be resentful. Okay, clarity is definitely coming. You also have the chameleon. Whoa. Okay. Look at this. Remember, we were talking about strategy, and we were talking about the hermit. This is you, your situation right now, and the hangman. Excuse me. It says the chameleon. Stay in the background and adapt to the situation rather than being conspicuous and attempting to direct the course of events. Yeah. It's really, instead of trying to force another or other people to change for you, because you because you want, because you fall in love with the potential instead of seeing the reality, or instead of trying to force someone into a mold that they are not. Be yourself. Let yourself shine. Take your time and be the pearl. You are the pearl. Allow yourself to take the time to reevaluate things, to seek the truth. It is coming, okay? You have the hangman. You've seen things from a different perspective all of a sudden. And remember we talked about the Seven of Swords, and about how there is something that's happening, that someone is being deceitful. So there's some deceit going on. So how do we, when we know that, or when we feel that, we don't charge out and say, hey, you're being deceitful. We strategize, we become aware, we observe and see where, so that we can make sure that we are not deceived when the moment comes. And the moment is happening quickly, very quickly. Information is coming very quickly. Answers are coming quickly. Okay, and then the last card that you have is the Divine Feminine. Step into your power. Yeah, so stepping into your power. Remember, we talked about strength. The two most powerful cards right here that I see for you. You have the Hermit, which was your card, your situation card, and then you have the Crowning card, which is the Chariot, being yourself. Be sensitive. Also, because it is Cancer, it's about intuition. It's about what you're feeling. Don't negate those feelings and think that, oh, I'm going to ignore them. And it's about being gentle with yourself and not being bitter. We're going to go over here. Let me see. Let's go over here. If there's an angel number that the universe wants us to have, just let us know, angel. Okay. You got 13. You are conscientious. Can you see that? I have to always like align. Yeah. Okay, so you got 2. You got 2. The universe says you get 2. You got 3. You are conscientious. You are a conscientious worker with the knack for coming up with creative ideas and turning them into something real. An optimistic but practical outlook, remember I said don't get harsh, an optimistic but practical outlook keeps you determined and on track as you work steadily towards your goals. I am confident. I am wealthy. You are on the cusp of prosperity, of prosperous and abundant spiritual life. You will find numerous opportunities for success and achievement, all of which bring financial and material abundance to your life. I'm going to tell you that for some of you, if this reading had to do with business, if somebody wasn't on the up and up, if someone's been trying to deceive you, you're definitely going to move away from that, and you're definitely going to understand it, to be able to see through it. Use tact and wisdom and strategize, okay, because you're going to get what you need. Also be practical and with strength. I think it is all about also being practical and grounded and down to earth. You are open-minded and always up to the something, and always up to try something new. Yeah, you're the seeker, okay? You're seeking something new, a new way of doing, a new way of something, creating something. You are open-minded. You are open-minded and always up to try something new, yet you are wise enough to stop and think before you jump into things. Yeah, very important. You do have the hangman there too, as well as the hermit. This practical approach helps ensure your time, attention, and efforts are meaningful. I am practical. So yeah, remain grounded, remain practical. Keep seeking the truth and you will find it, because it is coming very, very, very quickly for you. Okay? That's what I have for you, group 3, with the Lapis Lazuli heart. Getting at the heart of the matter. And if this reading resonated with you, please give it a like, subscribe, and share. And until next time, have a wonderful, happy, wonderful Valentine's, even if it's just celebrating yourself with your kitty or your doggy, or just treating yourself to dinner or pizza or whatever it is that you like. Why not? Nobody says you have to have somebody by your side. You are enough. You always have been enough. You always will be enough. God bless you all. And until next time, this is Amethyst Our Willow from the Treehouse. Bye-bye.